Hey, yo! Who wants to do this again? Let's go. Run it back. Skull, brother. Pelly, that was a rough one for you. We need to turn that shit around. Right here, let's get it. 3 on, 3 watching. Kevin is 1. We don't know who the other 2 are. Could be anyone. We got things rolling a little bit early. We'll give it a minute. Then we rip boxes. What's up, Ryan? And good luck to you, kind sir. Where's everybody at? Friday afternoon. Let's go. Come on. All right, there we go. We got some folks on. 5:45. Let's roll. We got break 1410. Comes with 1 of these select hobby boxes. We'll randomly pick it. 1 cello box. 5 of these rookie repacks. Randomly select those at the end. This is the second break of the 2. First one was butt cheeks, and I'm not talking about good butt cheeks. Not the greatest. Hopefully this one picks it up. Let's randomly select a hobby box first. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the dice roll. Hopefully we get a lucky dice. Pick us a good box. Get us one with a 101. 2. We're going on the top again. That is our box. 101 bounty. 1040. We're going to hide it. Names. Teams names. 101 claims on the bottom. If you're new to Downtown Breaks, welcome. Glad to have you here. Like and follow the Downtown Breaks and Collectibles so you get notified on our breaks. Send us a DM with your address. We have it ready. These should ship out Monday. These breaks go out Monday. All right, here we go. We're going to start with the Cello packs. Red and yellow shock are the inserts or the parallels. 3 of those. Looking for the zebra. You can get all the good stuff. Gold, black 101s. Snake skins. Here we go. Good luck. Golf. Jameis Winston, silver die cut. First hit. Jalen Carter, first red and yellow. Mo Ali Cox. Roger. Bijan, Ladd. Goff, Purdy. First pack, meh. Worthy. Jalen Hurts, silver die cut, like that. Eagles on the board. Eagles, Mike Bennett, there you go. Curtis Samuel, Anger. Denzel Ward, JD5, numbers. Dallas Turner, Drake May on the future, Drake May Turbo, Cortland, and Prescott. What you guys up to tonight? Anybody got any big plans for your Friday evening other than watching this break? Any big plans for the weekend? Hot as balls here. Need to sit in a cold movie theater or a pool, something refreshing. Come on, give us another zebra. Will Reichert. There we go. How about that, Ryan? Caleb Williams, silver, die cut. Concourse level. Decent start. On the board. Ooh, we continue with the Michael Penix. Red and yellow. Got a couple last breaks starting off early again. Concourse. Trey Benson, Anthony Gould, Neighbors, Turner, Brock Purdy. Nice. Yeah, I think we got some storms coming our way, actually. Looks rainy second half of the weekend. In the next week, Penix base, Purdy, this pack silver, Devonta Adams, Brian Thomas Jr., Concourse, Savage Jr., Drake, Greenlaw, Bo Nix, numbers, Barton, Gibbs, Burrow, McConkey, Drake May hiding at the end. Mike Sanders still. Silver, Blake Corum, die cut. There you go, Rams on the board. Cam Little, Aaron Jones, Kenneth Walker III, Worthy Harrison. Come on, Sellies. Heat up. Give us a numbered parallel. Silver, Armstead, Gibson, Henry, CJ Stroud, red and yellow. Halfway home. Couple decent silvers, couple decent shocks. Nothing too crazy. This is just the appetizer, of course. Main event, select hobby. Been one of the top products of the year. A lot of big hits out of that. Hopefully we get back to it. Last box again, not the greatest. Silver, Tip, Ryman. Xavier Worthy, red, yellow. There you go, Chiefs. Joe Namath, Braylon Allen for the Jets. JD, Ricky Pearsall, Neighbors, Turbo, Bucky, Base. Then we had the repacks at the end. A little bit kind of like a skunk protection. They're not huge value. Lower end packs. Trying them out. See some red in there. Brock Purdy. Sandra still. Silver. Kendrick Bourne. Rasul Douglas. Joey B. There he is. I knew it. Club level. Club level. JD5. Red and yellow. Shock. There you go, Commanders. Nice. On the board, Matt. Penix. Bowers. Rome. 4 to go, then we get to the good stuff. Mahomes. Silver. Elam for the Bills. DeMarcus Lawrence. DJ Moore. Tucker. Knicks. Allen. Prescott. Kind of a crap pack. Guyton. Tip Ryman. Our silver. There's a nice one. Marvin Harrison Jr. on the club level die cut. There you go, JT. Sauce Gardner, Trayvon Walker, Bo Nix. Back-to-back hits for JT. That is a club level. Red and yellow shock. Harrison, Brooks, AR, Hill. Two Cellos to go. Fashnu, JJ Base. Silver, Sam Darnold. Wrong Viking there, Pelly. Chase Brown, Emmitt Smith, Kyler Murray. DK, Ricky, Harrison, St. Brown. Last pack, last chance has something big, something numbered. Brian Thomas Jr. base, Dion Dawkins, silver for the Bills. Kareem Hunt. There we go. Drake May, Concourse. We'll take it. Behind that, another Michael Penix. 4 red and shocks in 2 boxes. Let's go. All right, we're done with the Cello box. Come on, Hobby. Be a good one. XRC. Case hit. Gold. Black 101. Empty box. Then we pick packs. Then we pick the packs. Hopefully we get some good ones today. All right, here we go. Starting off with a blue, regular blue. Antonio Gibson, silver for the Pats. Our blue, Alexander Madison for the Raiders. Blue's low numbered. 9 out of 99. T.O. Devonta Adams. Come on, Hobby. Let's go. Let's go. Silver. Silver for the Bears. B. Caleb Beam. Sneed. Rome Odunze silver behind that. It is Caleb Williams. Snapshot silver. Nice pack for you, Ryan. You're getting some silvers. Couple Caleb, 1 Rome. It's something. What is going on? Looking for that first auto. Looking for big rookie numbered card. Come on. Maroon incoming. Rome base, T. Higgins. Silver, Jalen Carter from the back. Simmons, maroon. Right team, not a rookie, though. Van Ginkel, Pelly. Maroon and purple, not sure that goes together. 25 out of 149. Not two colors I would put together. Something. You're not skunked, but where'd JJ go? We miss him. All right, we got a thick boy incoming. Could be a patch, could be an auto. Brock Bowers. Thibodeau. It is our auto. Butte. I mean, that's a very minimalistic auto. 57 out of 199. Something for the Pats. Something for you, JT. Not much, though. Not the big dog we're looking for. All right, someone's messed up with my packs. There we go. Trying, Frank. We're trying. Need the big cards, big numbered card. Verse. We got Brett Favre, Pelly. Right team, wrong player again. Chris Long. Kind of a nice color match. Goes with the uni. Number to 249. Another one for JT, Xavier Worthy, and Ricky Pearsall, base, field level. Come on, Hobby, heat up. Give us a case hit. Give us an XRC. Where the XRCs go? We used to get like four or five per case. Haven't seen one in a minute. Crap Pack, Ray Davis, DeMarcus Ware, Silver, Curtis Samuel, McMillan, Dan Hampton. That pack sucked. More suckiness. Khalil Mack, Silver, Kittle, Puka. My God, can we get some gold? Can we get something numbered? Will Reichert again. Your team, Pelly, not the top dog. Frick, 4 packs left. My God. Where are the numbered parallels? We got like a crap box. T. Higgins, Silver. JD 5. Oh, that's nice, Ryan. XRCs are on the way. That's good to hear. Looks like we got a white here. Might be our auto. CeeDee Lamb. Silver, Michael Penix Jr. Slowly but surely, Frank. Behind that is our white. Not a rookie. Jamal Adams for the Titans. This box, 29 out of 35. I was like, there's no way this box can be worse than the last one. Well, we're heading for that. We got at least 2 tie-dyes in the last one. Here we're our best hits are a couple silver QBs. Wow. All right, we got a blue incoming. Joe Alt, Bonix base. We'll go from the back. Silver insert. Christian McCaffrey for the Niners. Blue. This might be our auto. Rookie signatures for the Eagles. Johnny Wilson. 54 out of 149. Got an auto, Mike Bennett. Not the top dog. I mean, where are the Cooper DeJean autos? Thought he was in this. Last pack. We need a miracle. We need 5 golds and 3 black 101s. Probably got a patch, maybe a red at the back. Justin Jefferson, our patch. Another Caleb Williams. We're doing it the hard way, Ryan. Chipping away. Next silver, Rashid Shaheed. Tolbert on the back. Last hit of the break. Not a rookie either. Jordan Davis. Red for the Eagles. 85 out of 99. Woof. Select hobby. What happened? What happened to you? Man, that was not what I was expecting out of those 2 boxes. Yeah, you got some hits. Bears and Falcons are doing okay. Everybody else is kind of grasping for some skunk protection. Here we go. Here's the box. It's going to help some teams out. Can't help them all. We're only doing 5. But we hope it helps a few of y'all. Here we go. Our pack's doubled. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 on the left, 7 on the right. Give me some numbers. Call your shot. Pick yourself a consolation prize because that hobby box was butt cheeks. Hello? Anyone out there? 8 on the left, 7 on the right. My dice doesn't go that high. We might have to, Frank. If nobody calls any numbers, we're not going to do any packs. We're just going to call it a day. Don't be gun shy, folks. Nothing to lose. All right, there we go, Ryan. Left 3. Boom. We got a slab. Look at that. We got 2024 Optic Drake May PSA 10. Not bad. JT, this one's going out to you. Pats had an auto, and now they got a Drake May. Next up, Ryan says 7. 1, 2. 7's the bottom, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try to call a shot. See what we got here. We got a 1 touch. See some gold MVP contenders optic MVP Justin Jefferson. There you go, Pelly. On the board, no skunkage. Not a JJ. We'll take it. 5 out of 10. Let's go. I like that. Contenders optic, clean product. Pelly goes 3. He's going to return the favor. Going to pick Ryan something. Let's see. What do we got? Ooh, we got some green scopeness. We got Spectra. Oh, look at that patch. That is nasty. Ravens. Frank, we hit you one. High voltage. Patch card out of Spectra. The year is 2019. 1 year away from his rookie card. This is an old one. Where'd we get this? 2 out of 25. Low numbered. There you go, Frank. I know, Kevin. Finally. All right, next up we had Frank doing 2 on the right. So Working on the right. Another one touch. What do we got here? Silver Prism rookie card for the Lions. No way. Back to back. Frank's on a roll. We got a JMO silver sticker auto rookie card out of Prism. Haven't hit much for the Lions in a minute. We'll take that. All right, how many have we done? 3? No, we've done 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 1 left. Jay Jetta? That's this year, brother. Just came out. All right, let me even them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do a dice roll for the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we got 5. We got 6. Should we do dice roll? Frank wants to just do 2 left. He wants to return the favor. We'll go with that. Frank's feeling it. He's on a roll. He said, pull me another. This one feels thick. This one feels thick. Oh, we got another bear. Frank did return the favor for Ryan. We got an Obsidian dual patch sticker auto for the Bears. Roma Dunze. 32 out of 99. Nice. Everyone got some hits. Not everyone, but a lot of people did. All right, not bad. We spread the love. Some different teams got some hits this time, I think. I think Bears hit last time. All right, man. Screw it. I forgot. Frank said we should do 6. That was a rough hobby box. I agree. We're going to do a dice roll for the last one. No pressure of picking a pack. The house is gonna let the dice roll for this last one. We need another 4. So we're going. This was the 3, 4, 4, 5, 6 was on the right. So we're going on the right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need number 1 through 5. Killed Pelly's Jay Jetta. 5. We're going right to the bottom. Straight to the bottom. That was a great idea, Frank. You put it in the suggestion box. Management thought it was a good suggestion. We're rolling with it. What is this? We got a gold dragon scale. We got a gold dragon scale at a select. That was a great idea, Frank. Let's see who it is. Oh, boy. Frank wanted that extra one for sure. Going to his Falcons, we got Drake London. Gold Dragon Scale. This is last year, 2023. 10 out of 10. That's a book in eBay 101. Bang. There you go, Frank. You said Falcons were cooked after the last break. See, you never know. We have surprises. All right. Here's a recap. Appreciate y'all. Let's get that mosaic basketball break filled. And I think Alan will be breaking that either tonight or tomorrow. I know he's got some family in town. He had some funeral stuff going on this week, so he's got family in town staying with him. But let's get it closed. Hopefully he can break it when he gets a moment. Otherwise, we'll put up some more breaks tomorrow throughout the weekend. Jordan Davis, red to 99. Chris Long, tricolor, 249. Van Ginkel, maroon, 149. Madison, blue to 99. Blake Corum, silver. Jamal Adams, white, sweet level to 35. Marvin Harrison, nice silver die cut. Drake May, Worthy, Brian Thomas, red and yellow shock. Jane Daniels, red and yellow shock. Only hit for the Commanders this time. Something. Let these fall down. Do recap of those again. Some more silvers. We got Michael Penix, Bo Nix, red, yellow, Hertz, silver. Bears got a bunch of silvers. Caleb Williams patch, Caleb Williams snapshots, Caleb Williams die cut, Rome. Where else? Autos of the break. We got Butte, napkin patch RPA to 199. Johnny Wilson blue, 149. And the rest is all repacks. 6 repacks. Frank hit most of them. We got Drake May, optic, PSA 10. That's not bad. Jay Jetta, gold MVP, contenders optic, 5 out of 10. Drake London, gold dragon scale for the Falcons last year, 10 out of 10. JMO, silver, prism auto, rookie year. High voltage, Lamar Jackson, Spectra, green scope patch to 25 from the year 2019. No idea where that came from. Roma Dunze, Obsidian to 99. Not bad, not bad. Appreciate you, fellas. Thanks for getting that closed. Hope you guys have it. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening, your weekend if we don't talk to you. We'll see you on the next one. We out.